Hey everyone. I know it's a little early. We're about 20 minutes early. Normally we're going live at 9, but I woke up this morning and we ran out of oil. It's just a way to start a Wednesday. So I really need to get the baby to daycare because it is freezing in here. So I'm going to run this just a little bit early. I know a lot of you guys probably won't be able to join me live because you're expecting it to be at 9. But the replay will again be sent out via email, and it will always be in the Facebook group. So you can go back and kind of watch it anytime. So again, I apologize for going live a little bit early. It is just freezing cold in my house right now, and I definitely want to get the baby out and at daycare while they fix the heat. So, okay, so today is day 3. This one is actually an interesting one because it's something that a lot of times it seems so simple. Like content planning just seems so obvious and so simple, but you would be surprised how many people don't actually do it. And you would be shocked at how much it can actually change your content planning process. So by just being able to sort of, plan out your blogs, plan out your social media posts from 6 months to even a year in advance, you're much more likely to actually stick to it, to actually post when you're supposed to, and to let less time go by. So that's really kind of what we're talking about today. It's kind of, a no-brainer. It's something that seems pretty obvious, and it's not really rocket science. It's not hard to do, but it's something that my most successful clients stick to, and that they really maintain throughout the year. So you should have gotten this morning in your email a whole year sort of calendar that's editable and that you can write on, as well as a blog planning worksheet where you can sort of outline your topics, the dates that they're going to go live, any sort of supporting materials that you have, things like that. The first thing I always start with is the blog content, because that's going to be kind of the pillar. A lot of times you can plan your social content kind of around your blog posts. A lot of your email content will get planned around your blog posts, things like that. So I always start by planning that. So yesterday we talked about brainstorming blog ideas. Once you have that full list of ideas, all of your kind of timely blog posts, things like that, now's the time to go in and actually schedule when they're going to go out. So I like to do a minimum of 6 months in advance. You're not stuck to this calendar. Don't forget that. So you can always go back and change topics or edit them as things pop up throughout the year. But having them on the actual calendar just means that you're much more likely to stick to it and to actually get content written and posted. It also helps to kind of look when you're, getting ready to blog, knowing that, okay, on the 15th of the month, I have a blog post about this specific topic that I need to write. I need to get it written by the 10th so it can be edited and ready to go. It just helps kind of plan things. It helps make the whole content marketing process a lot less overwhelming. So plan out your blog posts. You've got your topics always next to on the blog planning worksheet. When you put, you put your dates in, you put your topic in, try to put as much supporting material as you can, because sometimes 6 months later, you look back and you forget what you were thinking when you wrote the title of the blog down. So always include maybe like links to supporting articles, include images that you could possibly add. If you wanted to do a video on this topic, make a little note about that. That's a great place to do it. Once you plan out your blog posts and when they're going to go live, the next thing to work on is planning out when you're going to post on social. So ideally, you should be a minimum of 3 times per week. That's kind of a great sort of organic reach algorithm. I like to post, say, like to Instagram daily, but that's not always possible. So going a minimum of 3 times a week is sort of the ideal, and putting that on your calendar. I know it seems like stupid to have to do that. But when you're a busy entrepreneur or you're a busy business owner, you tend to forget. And then all of a sudden 5 days have gone by and you haven't posted on Facebook. Or for me, the big one is LinkedIn. I always forget about LinkedIn. I can remember Facebook, I can remember Instagram, and then all of a sudden it's been a month and I realize I haven't even logged into LinkedIn or posted on it. So by actually putting in my calendar the days, oh, my baby's here. This is real life. This is what happens. By putting in my calendar when I'm going to post on each of the social outlets, it's just a really great reminder to me to actually do it. And what you can also do, I tend to do this maybe like a week out, sometimes a month, if you have some really great kind of content ideas, is you can actually start scheduling out or planning out what you're actually going to post on social. You can do that with some stuff like articles or things that aren't so timely that will kind of last. But ideally, you really just you want to make your social as organic as possible. So sometimes it doesn't necessarily make sense to plan out your posts, your social posts, what you're actually going to write about so far in advance, because things change, organic stuff happens in your business. You want to take cool pictures of things that are happening, and you're not necessarily totally sure what and when it's going to happen in advance. Okay, so we talked about blog posts, we talked about social media. The last thing you want to make sure you schedule out is your email marketing, because this is a big one that a lot of people forget about. So I also like to say, a minimum of once a week if you can connect with your audience. So whether that's through something that's informative, whether you have a sale going on, whether you have some kind of cool new program that people can sign up for, a new service offering, some way that you can connect with your audience at least once per week. Your blog content is a great way to do that. So sending your blog content out via email. So in your calendar, when you're scheduling out your blog posts, make that week an email week as well, where you're sending out your blog posts via email to your content, to your contacts. Email is still, while open rates have gone down, email is still a really effective way to reach your audience. So it's something that you want to make sure that you plan for, that you schedule in, and that you can make sure to spend some time doing. So like I said, today seems pretty obvious. It seems like it's not something that's rocket science or hard to do. It's just a really great reminder, and it's a great practice to start, especially as we're at the beginning of the year. Clean slate. You have a full year ahead of you for great content, social media posts and blogging and email marketing ready to go. So thanks again, guys. Again, I know we're early today. Like I said in the beginning, if you're just kind of joining us, I see some people are just kind of jumping on now. We don't have any heat in my house, so it is freezing, and we need to bring the baby to daycare, and I myself need to get out because I'm freezing. So you can always go back and watch the replay of this. It will be sent out via email as well. So hopefully you guys have a great Wednesday, and I will see you tomorrow for day 4. And I promise we will be on time at 9 o'clock. No surprises tomorrow. All right. Bye, guys.